Hello everyone. Just hello everyone. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's idiots trying to make a living, a permanent living, off of internet popularity. The other day, and some of you might have seen me tweet about this on, I guess it was Sunday, was it? Monday? Who cares? Anyways, Sunday I was looking through some channels on YouTube, some channels that used to be the It channels here, and just noticed what a significant drop in viewership these channels have. Channels that I've critiqued in the past, like What the Buck and I Justine, just to name two. And I looked to see if that trend correlated to any other specific channels, and I found some pretty interesting results that I want to share here with you guys. Now, the one thing that I want to do here is I want to show you that what used to be successful 2 years ago is nowhere near as successful as it is today. And it leads to the question of how successful will the trends of top-tier YouTube channels be here in the future. So, what I did here is I took a very wide range of channels. I stuck with channels that have 1 million plus views, except one. One channel has like 980,000, and another one, which is the first one I'm going to show you for obvious reasons, but you'll know why I showed you that channel. Anyway, what I want to do is show you a complete random sample of videos that are at least a week old. The reason why I want videos to be a week old is so that the view count is accurate. I want to show you the view counts of 12 of the most recent videos from a specific channel and rank them against 12 videos of a random sample from 2 years prior, just so you could see the type of viewership differential. Now, some of you right off the bat may say, well, if viewership is higher in the past, that just means new subscribers that came on watched the past videos. But to that end, wouldn't you say the videos that came out newer should get more viewership since the subscription number is significantly higher? By that, a lot of these channels have, in some cases, millions of more viewers, subscribers, than they did 2 years prior. Anyway, let me just go ahead and go right into this, and then I'll have a little discussion afterwards. So, here is the first channel that I want to examine here today.
Alright, well, we can't throw stones here unless I'm willing to do this for myself. So, here's what I'm talking about, alright? I'm showing you videos that were made from at least 1 week ago, and as you can see from this display of 12 videos, goes back into the past month, almost 2 months ago actually. And you can see I'm averaging, some videos get as high as 13,000 views. Videos talking about sports generally get around 2,000 views, as you can see here. But you get a rough estimate. This is where I'm at today. I get usually around 4, 5, 6,000 views for a regular video. Now, let's go ahead and see what my viewership was 2 years prior when I had significantly less subscribers. Let's see what that looked like. Well, it looks to be a little bit different here. Well, first thing that sticks out to me is my sports videos here. And by the way, just noticing here that the Flyers made the Stanley Cup 2 years ago. They made the finals, and this year they didn't make the playoffs. But anyway, sports videos here. Look at this. They're getting 5, 6,000 views. Monday Night Embarrassment. Look at this. 6, 7, 9,000 views. Everything here. 14,000. It's basically showing you 2 years ago, when I had close to half the amount of subscribers that I do now, I was getting a much higher viewership. So, even though I have such a significant number of subscribers today, it doesn't reflect on what my viewership is. So, I wanted to see if a trend like this correlated to the bigger channels, and if the bigger channels have a bigger separation between viewership, because I'm looking to average anywhere from 1 to 3,000 less views per average video 2 years ago, or excuse me, right now than I did 2 years ago. So let's take a look at some more interesting channels, if we will. Uh-oh. Don't flag me, bro. Like, don't flag me. All right. Now here's Ray William Johnson's most recent videos. I omitted the most recent one, obviously, because the view count isn't going to be reflective. And like I said, I picked the videos for these people that are at least a week old, because the far majority, if you look at analytics, and I'll save you guys time, if you look at the analytics for these videos, close to 85 to 90% of a video's views come within that first week. And as you can tell, you can look back into a couple months here and you can tell that, you know, it's around 2, 3, 4 to 5 million views. Okay, so that's what Ray William Johnson is getting right now. Very respectable, multiple millions of views per video. That is definitely nothing to sneeze at. I mean, that's impressive. But how was he doing 2 years ago? Let's take a look. Well, take a look at that. 7 million views, 9 million, 8 million views. All right, the one got to 6 million. The point being here is the lowest viewed video is more than any of the videos I showed you in the previous 12 video samples. I think it was. I don't think anything topped 6 million previous. Anyways, the point being here is someone like this who is still hyper popular. 2 years ago, Ray William Johnson had 2 million plus less subscribers on his channel. Less. Yet he's getting multiple millions of views more than he was getting per average video that he's releasing today. So, again, just because these channels are the top channel, and Ray William Johnson was the most subscribed channel up till, it was like about 6, 7 months ago, something like that, this guy is actually significantly lower in viewership compared to what he used to be, like dramatically differing in viewership. Millions of less views per single video. And that's something to take note of. That's something to be concerned about, because you got to wonder if that trend will keep increasing. There's more people doing what he does. There's more people that are getting disinterested in what he does because they're actually growing up and growing a brain as they get older, and a number of other reasons why people just mature and stop watching videos like this. But it just goes to show you, he's doing the same thing. He's not doing anything different. It's not like he's doing controversial stuff that's scaring his fans away or anything like that. This guy's doing his thing the way he always did his thing. Yet he's getting millions of less views for his effort. Now, let's just run through some other channels and see how other certain channels are getting affected over this 2-year run. Epic Mealtime. Very respectable numbers. Look, you're getting near 1 million views. It looks like a couple are down 600,000, 700,000, but they're still topping 1 million views every now and then with their videos. Let's see what they looked like 2 years ago. Excuse me. Yeah, I'd say they did a little bit better 2 years ago. I think these numbers pretty much speak for themselves. Let's see what we have next. Ah, yes, it's my little buddy Michael Buckley. Boy, he doesn't seem to be doing too good. Looking like 30,000, 50,000 views. He's having trouble breaking that 100,000 mark. I mean, he sometimes does it here and there. But keep in mind, this is a channel that has 980,000 subscribers. 980,000 subscribers, and you're looking at view counts from months ago getting 30,000 views, 50,000 views. That's a drop in the bucket compared to what his following is. So, what did he look like 2 years ago? That is the big question. Let's take a look. Oh boy, same shitty thumbnails, same generic celebrity topics, but look at these views. Hundreds of thousands of views, some breaking 1 million. From this to getting 20, 30, 40,000 views? Like, how does that happen? Again, this is someone who has made their content consistently, has given the same quality of content that they've always been doing, but boy, when that machine isn't behind you, when there isn't less people doing what you do, it's hard to do your thing. And that's what people need to realize. You can sink on this website before you know it. And so many of these people and their fans think that they're just going to ride a wave of popularity. And I'm not saying any of these specific people have come out and said, oh, I'm going to be, popular for years on end. But the arrogance is out there. And the arrogance that, all I got to do is make it up to the top and I'm going to stay there and I'm going to be rich and be wealthy. Yeah, you'll be wealthy for a few years. I don't think you're going to be retiring off of being a YouTube star for 4, maybe 5 years at the most. Holy shit, it is time for a wake-up call to so many people on this website. Anyway, let's see who we have next. Well, if it isn't my other buddy, Shane Dawson. Again, very respectable view counts. Look at that. 1 million, 2 million plus views. The guy is still doing his thing. But what was he doing 2 years ago? Let's see. Same yellow background, same douchebag face with a celebrity or big tits or blood, fake title, misleading shit, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, doing the same thing that he's doing today, only as you can see, the video views appear to be anywhere from 2 to 3 million views higher on average. This is another guy. He's doing the same thing, making videos as regularly, same content of dressing up in drag, cursing up a storm, doing stupid shit that you have to be 12 years old to enjoy, and whatever. Anyway, point being is that even someone like him, who's, quote unquote, one of the former top dogs on this website. I don't even think he's in the top 20 anymore. This guy was, I think he got up to number 3 most subscribed. But it just goes to show you, even his days are numbered, and he is on a trend of a downward spiral. All these channels are. There's too much competition and too many people watching just other shit on this website. Now, let's take a look at one final channel. If it isn't my favorite little blonde eye whore. Well, eye whore. It's kind of redundant. But anyway, as you can see, very respectable video counts. I would kill to have an average of 70, 80,000 views per video, and some of these are 19, 17,000. Oh, that's not too good. There's a couple over 100,000. There's some Heinz cookie thing over 200,000. Very respectable video views you have there, iHorror. I am just clearly jealous, but let's go ahead and see what you were doing 2 years ago. Whoa! What happened, iHorror? Look at this. 200,000, 300,000, 1 million plus, 700,000, 500,000, 4 million. iHorror, what happened? Oh, what's the matter? Big Daddy YouTube isn't putting you on the front page anymore. Your audience isn't jerking off to you as much anymore. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad to see such a money whore like you just crashing and burning on their channel. How does it feel to know that you're just a drop in the bucket of what you used to be? I mean, that really breaks my heart, seeing a channel like yours get such a drastic decline in viewership. I mean, it really does, and that's completely sarcastic, by the way. Everything that you're getting on your channel, crash-wise, is deserved. And again, this just goes to show you, where are these people going to be a year or two from now? These video views trend downwards on pretty much all their channels. Again, yes, there's a few exceptions. A channel like Smosh still consistently gets a very high amount of video views, but they are the top dogs, so they just get force-fed by YouTube to no tomorrow. But channels like iHorror, I'm sorry, you're not the only pretty face on here. And as far as I'm concerned, Jenna Marbles came here and dominated your little world here on YouTube. Anyway, so few channels crashing and burning here, and well, I guess you gotta lump mine in with them too. I mean, I'm losing a significant amount of my viewership as I did from years ago, so we're all gonna go sink together. So now time for my final thoughts.
So, what do you guys think? Is this not at least remotely interesting? Isn't it just like any other just sort of like media or any sort of entertainment avenue? Now, do you seriously think that these trends are going to increase or just continue the decline of viewership for these channels? Because I don't know about you, but every single time in any sort of medium of entertainment, when someone is on the quote-unquote top of the world and they start losing popularity, they very rarely get back to that height where they once were. So that puts things into a huge perspective here, because where are these channels going to trend to in the future? I mean, for crying out loud, iJustine, like every fourth video she used to make, if you go even beyond 2 years ago, like every fourth video she would make would be a million plus views. Now she's lucky to get 100,000. 10% of what she used to get some years ago. These channels, all the channels that I showed you here today, all consistently have made videos throughout the years. They've covered the same topics, they've had the same similar content that they're used to seeing, yet they got millions of views years ago, but now today, they get just absolute percentages of what they used to get. So, I just want to kind of put things into perspective here, because a lot of people that think like, oh, these channels are doing so great, they're still getting millions of views. It's like, yeah, some channels might still be getting millions of views, but it's on a downward trend of where they used to get millions of more views. See where these channels are at 2 years from now. I bet you half the channels I showed you probably won't even exist, because these people are just going to give up because they're going to hit rock bottom. You think What the Buck's going to still keep making videos when it gets down to 2 to 5,000 views per video? That's what he's trending to. He's almost there. Anyway, but maybe some of these guys, you know, just won't care, and they'll be happy if they just make a video that only 2,000 people see. I obviously fall into that category. I used to get way more than 2,000 people viewing an average video of mine. Now I get anywhere between 2,000 to 7,000 views on any given video. It's fine by me. But it is interesting. I find this interesting, and I think a lot of people just haven't seen or understood how much of a decline just the popularity is here, and even being on the top of the mountain means nothing. All these channels I showed you, except mine being the one exception, these channels I showed you, these were channels that were pushed out there. They were given that quote-unquote unfair advantage. And where did it get them? A few years at the top, and now a steady decline after that. Steady decline that's going to take them right into the future. So, anyway, just a little information I thought I'd like to share here with you guys, and just something I felt that was rather interesting to note, because I mean, so many of these people, boy, when they were on the top of the world, their fans used to bark up a storm about how I'm jealous of their popularity and they're at the top and you will never be. And now they see someone like iJustine, who used to be in the top 20 most subscribed channels, now can't even make it into the top 100. I think she's like 170th now. It's actually probably way worse than that. Someone will probably correct me on that. She's probably in like the 200s. Anyway, just wanted to share this here with you guys, and again, it's just this silliness of people relying on internet for income. I mean, do you seriously think this is going to be viable to you for more than 10 years? Sure, there may be some channels that are the exception to the norm, obviously, but it's a roll of the dice here. So, everyone out there, you top YouTube whores, you know, be happy, live it up. People like me will never be jealous of you. You know why? Because we never quit our day job. And that is something that I will always have, and you will have to go back to or try to. Have a great day, everyone.